The front kick is a kick that will probably be around forever in the striking arts because much like the jab or the cross, it's a straight ahead kick that can do a lot of different things. Now, there are certain schools that will teach a front kick, and then MMA will teach a front kick, and some Kung Fu styles will teach a front kick. But what I would like to do today is go over just a few of those and evolve your front kick to where you're not a Kung Fu, Karate, MMA, whatever person. You're somebody that actually knows how to kick with your front foot. So, starting with how we kick. Well, whenever we stand there, first thing you want to do is have your hands up, fists in line with your shoulders or their shoulders, elbows down. You know, putting a guard up is a whole different video I could be doing. But put your hands up, because when you kick people, they tend to want to hit you back. As I go to throw my kick, there's a couple different examples of what can happen. A lot of people will just kind of throw this straight from the ground to the body thing, and then Bruce Lee was big on talking about this. It was kind of this straight kick from the ground, went in a diagonal right to your partner. And it's the shortest distance between two lines, so it makes sense, and it was a good idea. You know, Bruce Lee, so it must have been amazing. But Bruce was just rehashing things that he learned from China. Bruce didn't make these things up. And Bruce wanted the shortest point and the easiest way to defend yourself. So when you do that kick, usually you do it with the top of your foot. Why? Because you're kicking up and between their legs with the top of your foot. Okay, now sometimes people kick with the ball of their foot, so they'll pull their toes back and bring their knee up. As they kick out, they kick with the ball. That's what we call a snap kick. That goes out and in, like a little jab. You don't see it as much in MMA because it's really kind of hard to do against a sweaty, greased up person that's across the cage from you. So that kick a lot of times is reserved for karate sports, things like that. People will shin kick each other, the ball of the foot in self-defense. It's a good kick. It's just you'll find it doesn't feel as confident when you're doing mixed martial arts. But I've seen it done in mixed martial arts, right? Well, maybe you did and maybe you didn't. Another version of that is the stomp kick, which most people end up doing because it's kind of easy to teach, easy to do. It's like you're knocking down a door. You pick your knee up, you pull your toes back, and you just hammer your heel forward. So you bring your knee to your chest and kick straight out like you're knocking down a door. That's going to be a little bit more what you're going to see, a thrust kick. Snap kick, like snapping out a jab. Thrust kick is like throwing a hard cross in their face. Not saying people don't throw the other ones, but that's typically the case. Now there's other ones where people will kind of curve the ball of their foot in a little bit and curve like the bottom of their foot inward a little bit, and they kind of do a half of a side kick. What that is, a lot of times, is they're going in to hit you right inside your pelvic bone to kind of collapse the leg. You'll see that in things like Xing Yi and dragon forms and stuff like that. People will just come in, get right in your face, and just kick right in there into the pelvis to put you down. That can also be used for kicking inside the knee, things like that. But it's another way of throwing the front kick. So we have the ball of the foot, we have the heel of the foot, we have turning the foot inside a little bit and kind of hooking them with it. How we raise our knee makes a difference. Going back to that Bruce Lee idea. When I raise my knee kind of up lazy like that, then it's going to kick in that direction. That causes me to kick straight up, which is fine if I'm going to, again, kick them in the groin, or if I'm going to heel kick them up into the face. However, when I kick straight out and I snap my knee out like that every time, that's going to put a lot of pressure on my kneecap. It's going to make my joint hyperextend. So if you train in a martial art where you guys do a lot of just standing there, throwing in the air, which a lot of traditional martial arts do, if you're letting your foot swing up and hyperextending your knee every time, you're putting too much pressure on your knee. The pelvis should come forward. So this area right here should go forward, up and out, out. That's part of also what they call a teep in Muay Thai. They'll bring their knees straight up and then they'll thrust with their knee. Okay, it's really cool because you see people who can do it like inside the clinch. It's fascinating. I'm not that great at it. I'm just aware of it and it's really cool. So picking the ball of your foot up, pointing your toes, that's more like I'm grabbing somebody by the head and I'm hitting them, or I'm grabbing them and I'm hitting them in the solar plexus. When I point my toes down, it's more like a thrust across the room. That also affects jump kicks. If you stick your foot out, you're going to jump forward. You bring your knee up, you're going to jump up. Again, that's a video for another time. But those are some basics. I'll leave you with a couple of combinations. A lot of times a good way to follow up a kick is with a jab. So as you kick, as you come down, I want you to rock it down and throw that fist right into their face. Okay? Another way to do it is after you kick, you can parry their hand down and come over the top and hit. As I said, going back to the Xing Yi adage, when I come in, sometimes if you just come in, you cover up and you kick out, you can kick, bend them at the hip, and then come in and do your work. But those are some of the basics of a front kick. Every kick has a possibility. It just depends on who's throwing it, right? For more real training, this isn't real training, this is YouTube. Go get yourself a real teacher. SpringfieldKarateandFitness.com. You can come here. We do karate, kung fu, tai chi, mixed martial arts, jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, you name it, weapons, we do it. But besides that, good luck with your training and keep at it.